everyone, hope you're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we also interpret dreams. The reason that we interpret our dreams is because when we're listening to them, we are connecting with our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So guys, this video is going to be about a couple of different things. Towards the end, I'm going to interpret two dreams that I didn't get a chance to interpret yet, but that will be until the end. You should stick around though, because they're very, very interesting, okay? But before we go into that, I want to talk about something that I've been working on this week that's really been helping me, right? As you know, at the end of each video, I always say I send you love, unity, and peace, right? Because I believe that when we operate our lives through that, we can just have a just more peaceful life and just a more loving life, right? But what happens sometimes, let's pretend that we're going to sleep, okay? We're going to sleep, we have the best dream ever, we have like a lucid dream, it's just amazing, it's magnificent. Then we wake up and we're like just feeling great, right? We're like, wow, what a great dream. This is gonna be a great day. And I go about my life, right? So I'm totally in the zone. I got love, I've got unity, I'm totally united with myself, I've got peace, everything is good, right? So I'm going to work, everything is fine. Then all of a sudden, someone says something to me and I'm like, whoa, you know, that's not cool. And all of a sudden I boot myself out of this energy of love, unity, and peace. And I'm over here, I'm frustrated and I'm like, ooh, that's not cool, and aggravated or whatever, right? We go into this zone, okay? And then what happens, many of us, we continue our entire day through this zone. So if anything else comes up, we are looking at it and we're already frustrated. We're already like aggravated with the situation. So anything that approaches us, we are going to look at negatively, right? We're going to look at it negatively because we're already in this kind of area, okay? So what we need to do and what we should be practicing is just putting a stop to that. Just saying, you know what, this is enough. I have to somehow get back into the energy of love, unity, and peace. And that's what I want to talk about today, because there's this visualization thing that helped me this week, and I simply just pictured it with colors. There's this lady named Esther that talks about the loving energy as being like a tornado. She talks about it being a tornado, that whenever you are in loving energy, everything around you and that comes down to you will be of love, right? But for me, it helped me to visualize it with color. So for example, let's say we wake up and we feel great, okay? We are with pink energy, okay? We've got love, unity, and peace. We're feeling great. Everything is wonderful, right? But then, like we talked about, if something happens at work or with a family member where we allow whatever they say to boot us out of this energy, we come into this zone, okay? In this zone, let's say it's like a gray zone. We feel anxious, we feel fearful, we feel just bothered by everything, right? We're looking at everything with just like this gray lens over our little eyes, right? And if we continue our day like this, can you imagine what that's going to look like? Can you imagine living your life just with this gray energy all the time, being frustrated, being aggravated? Then you go to sleep like this, you wake up, you wonder, why did I have that nightmare? Why did I have that frustrating dream? Why can't I even remember my dreams? What is going on? Can you imagine living a life like that continuously, day after day after day after day? Well, the thing is that a lot of people do. A lot of people do because we haven't learned to say stop, to just say stop to that energy, and to just take a simple moment to be with ourselves, align with ourselves again, to make sure that we get back into the pink zone, the zone of love, unity, and peace. And guys, what I've been doing this week that's really been helping me, and I'll talk about it very quickly, is I've been meditating more, right? It's not a lot for me because, as you know, I am still new to meditation. I've only done it for like a year and a half now. I do like 10 or 15 minutes in the morning and then 10 or 15 minutes in the evening, and sometimes throughout the day if I just feel like I need it. But basically, when I'm in my pink energy and everything's going good, I absorb that and I'm in it, right? But if I get booted out and I feel that I am in this gray energy, I simply stop and I take a moment. As soon as that happens, I take a moment to myself and I just breathe. I focus on my breathing and I remember how thankful I am to be in this world, how appreciative I am of everyone and everything that's around me. And somehow just being with that thankful energy brings me back to that love, to that unity with myself, and to that peaceful energy, okay? And the reason that that is so important, because as you know, what we have inside, what we truly feel, that is what we share with other people. So just this visualization of this pink energy around me whenever I'm in the zone, and this gray energy when I'm not, really has helped me out this week, guys. So I share that with you today because I know many of you are running your lives with this gray energy, right? And you're tired of it and you're frustrated and you don't know how to get back over here in this pink energy. And what happens a lot of the time when we're operating out of this gray energy, we think, maybe if I just do more, maybe if I just work harder, maybe if I just do more stuff, I'm going to start feeling better. But you realize that the more you do and the more that you do, you don't get out of that gray energy. And that is because you are looking at the world and you are operating out of all of this grayness. And if you are actively and proactively doing things within this gray energy, all that you get back is gray energy, okay? But if we can simply stop and take a moment with ourselves to reconnect with our true selves, because our true selves are loving energies anyways, if we just connect with that true energy again, then you can look at your world with eyes that are just pink, right? That you can just see the loving energy that's around you, and that is what you're going to produce in this world. So the more that you do when you're in this zone, in this energy, the more amazing and the more magnificent it's going to be, okay? Because you're operating out of pure love. So let's practice that this week. But now guys, okay, let's get into the dream interpretations. There have been 2 that I just did not get a chance to do this week. So I want to do them right now, and they're very interesting. So the first one, we have a dreamer. She says that she was dreaming she was just like walking on this path, and she's walking on this path, and there's like this big black horse, this huge black horse that's just like right there next to her. And she's a little bit like hesitant at first. She's like hesitant to get close to the horse, right? But then she realizes that as she's walking, the horse walks. And then as she stops, the horse also stops. So she's going about this path with this horse. And then towards the end, when they continue to walk, she starts feeling peaceful energy and she starts feeling loving energy, right? And then so much so that this horse ends up like walking on 2 legs. Like he keeps trying to walk on 2 legs until he finally does it. And then they just go about their day and they're just on this path, right? And it's just wonderful. I love this dream because I love to visualize it. Whenever you all send me dreams, I just love to close my eyes and visualize exactly what it is that you are going through in that dream. And then whenever you share your feelings with me, it really helps me connect with it, right? So this dream is really cool to me. And in it, what I'm feeling through what you're saying that you're feeling is that at first you're kind of going about life in this way, right? So whenever we see a path in our dream, we know that that's a representation of our life and how we're currently living our life in this life path, right? So in your current life path, there is this energy, or maybe even this person, you tell me once we get to the end of it, but there's this energy in your life that in the dream, you see it as a big black horse, right? So we know that the color black a lot of the time can be a very mysterious color, right? We don't know because it's dark, right? It can be a little bit mysterious, and we know that horses are very strong. So there's this powerful, strong, and sort of mysterious energy that you've been presented with, and you're really uncertain about this energy. You feel a little bit uncertain as to if you should approach this energy, let it in your life or not. But with time, you see that once you walk down this life path, it basically shows you that at the end there is love and there is peace, right? And this horse has just tremendous respect for you, because as you say that you're walking and it walks with you, and you stop and it stops with you, it lets us know that that's exactly what it's doing. So this, to me, is really telling us that there's this protective energy, right? There's this protective energy that is guiding you and that is walking with you every step of the way. I don't know what kind of things you're going through in your life, but there is this protective energy that is with you at every step of the way, literally every single step of the way. And at first, yes, you're hesitant. At first, maybe you don't accept it, but then towards the end, it shows us also that your perspective changes. And we know that your perspective changes because at the end of this at this path, the horse is no longer walking on all 4 legs, it's walking on 2 legs, right? So you're looking at the horse differently now. You don't see it anymore as just an animal. You see it with different energy. It's even more humanized, right? So I think this dream is absolutely beautiful because it's letting us know that there is this protective energy that is walking with you and protecting you every single step of the way. And now my question for you is this. I'm curious to know if you connect this energy with a person in your waking life. Is there a person in your waking life that kind of encompasses all of this energy that you can reflect and say, you know what, that person really reminds me of this dream symbol? Or do you connect more with this part, and you'll know it because you'll feel it? Do you feel that that horse is more a representation of a different kind of energy, of an energy that maybe isn't here in this 3-dimensional world? I'm really curious to know that, because as you know, whenever you dream about animals, especially animals that are protecting you in such a way and are walking with you, those are guides, right? Those are guides in our life. A lot of the time they are people that we can reflect outward and that are people in our lives currently, but sometimes they're people that have passed away, or other times they're just other entities. So I'm just very curious to know who this is for you. I'm just nosy like that. But anyways, thank you so much for sending your dream. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's letting you know to trust your path, because you know that there are guides with you, and your dream is literally letting you know that. So thank you for sharing. Now the second dream, get ready for this. Okay. this dreamer had a dream that the devil was kissing her. Okay, so before you get all freaked out and all scared about it, it's not a scary dream. Okay, I'm still waiting for her actually to send exactly what she was feeling, but since she hasn't, we're just going to use the symbols that we have and do our best to interpret it. But once she sends us those feelings, we can get with her one-on-one and just be even more specific. But basically, whenever you have a dream and you have a dream that it's this devil, right? The devil energy. A lot of the time when we think of this devil energy, what is it? It's very heavy energy. It can be, we interpret it as very negative. We interpret it as fearful even. So whenever you're having a dream and you see the devil in this dream, it is not the actual devil, okay? A lot of the time what it is, it's simply your heavy energy, right? Because what happens, we are our biggest critics, right? We are always criticizing ourselves. Sometimes we are just very hard on ourselves. Sometimes we think that what we do isn't good enough. Sometimes we hurt ourselves, right? Whether that's emotionally, physically, what have you, but we do that, right? So in this dream, it's letting us know that for some reason you're connecting with this energy a lot. You're connecting with this very, very heavy energy, so much so that you're allowing this energy to kiss you. We know that it's a very intimate connection. So my question to you is, why is that going on, right? Why are you connecting so much with these heavy energies in your life? What's going on in your life right now that you feel that this is the only place for you to turn, that this is the only place you can go to for love? Okay, that's one of the things. But then the other thing, this is even more personal, and I don't know you personally on this part of the dream, but something that I'm also feeling for it is that, is there someone in your life currently where they, where maybe they make you feel unsafe, right? Is there a person in your life currently that you feel has very heavy energy that's maybe no good for you anymore, that maybe has hurt you, whether that's physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever? Someone in your life that has hurt you? Who is that? Because there's someone that you're allowing to get too close to you. You're allowing yourself to be intimate with this person that no longer is good for you. And we know that this person is no longer good for you because you are seeing them as a devil, right? So that is even more personal, but I do ask you that because I think that it's important for you as the dreamer to feel, to allow yourself to feel what your connection is with. Is your connection with this devil image as an image that you yourself are creating because of all the heavy energy that you're living with currently? Or do you connect this outward? Do you reflect it outward to someone in your life that literally reminds you of this symbol? Okay? Because guys, whenever we're interpreting any dream, it's important that we are completely honest with ourselves, okay? Because that can always help guide you in your interpretation of the dream. But what you feel during the dream, that is the most important thing. Above the images, above the colors, above the sounds, above anything else in the dream, what you're feeling during the dream is the key in understanding what your dream truly means, okay? So that is why I'm always asking you, what were you feeling during the dream? And guys, it's so important for us to continue to be conscious of everything that we are feeling, because like we talked about at the beginning of the video, when we are in love, unity, and peace, and that pink, wonderful energy, we can feel it, we know it. What we do when we're in there just is even better, is even more beautiful, is just great, okay? But once we allow ourselves to get booted off and we're in this gray energy of frustration, of fear, of anxiety, whatever, and we continue to live our lives out of this, all that we're producing is more and more of this gray energy, right? So we need to continue to practice, to take some time for ourselves, to connect with ourselves again, connect with that loving energy that we all naturally are, so that we can move back into our pink energy of love, unity, and peace, okay? So dreamers, thank you for sending in your dreams. This week we continue to work on that. We continue to stay in our pink energy, okay? So I send you nothing but love this week. We will be in contact. Bye, guys.